नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे. Hare Krishna everyone. Today let us discuss shloka number 8, chapter 4, Transcendental Knowledge, Srimad Bhagavad Gita. परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे. Powerful shloka. Just in the previous shloka, Krishna has said when dharma is glani, it's gone down, and abhyuttanam adharmasya, adharma has gone up. Tadatmanam srujamyaham. So when he does appear, he does three things. He has three businesses to accomplish. Number one, paritranaya sadhunam. The number one primary thing is he will protect sadhus. He will protect his devotees personally. And number two, vinashaya cha dushkritam. He will destroy, annihilate the evildoers. And number three, dharma samsthapanarthaya. He will establish dharma back. Sambhavami yuge yuge. He is telling millennium after millennium, I will come and I will accomplish these three things. So the primary thing is what? To protect his dear devotees, his dear sons and daughters. So Akbar was not like all these other Muslim rulers who were very evil. Akbar was a little different. So once he was reading Srimad Bhagavad Gita and he happened to read this shloka and he was thinking, he called Birbal, the intelligent minister that he had. He asked, Birbal, why is this Krishna is saying that he will personally come? Isn't he the Supreme Lord? Why can't he just empower, and send somebody? And they will take care of it. Why he has to come personally? So Birbal said, Akbar, I will not give the answer for this question as of now, but I will give it in time. Akbar anyway knew the intelligence of Birbal and he was patient and he waited. A few days later, Akbar was in a very, recreative mood. He just wanted to relax. So he took all his entourage, few people. So they were all going on a boat ride. And the boat that Akbar was riding in, there was Akbar, next to him was his elder son, and then there was Birbal and the boatman who was rowing the boat. So while they were happily enjoying the scenery around and going in this boat ride, right in the middle of the reservoir of water where they were, Birbal pushed this elder son of Akbar into the water, and this son of Akbar did not know how to swim. And within a blink of an eye, Akbar, without even thinking, with his crown and robes and all kinds of things, he dived into the lake and he actually rescued his son and he brought him back alive. And needless to say, Akbar was furious at this act of Birbal. His eyes were red and he was seething with anger and he was about to even punish Birbal. But before that, he wanted to ask him, he said, Birbal, why did you do that? You are my minister, I am paying you handsomely and you have taken care really well. And then this is what you do to me? You betray me by throwing my son into the water? And Birbal, grinning from ear to ear, he said, Akbar, I have given you the answer. Akbar said, answer for what? He said, the question that you asked me a few days ago. He asked, didn't you ask me why Krishna will come personally to protect his devotees? This is exactly the answer. He said, when I pushed your son, you could have told me to jump in and rescue your son. There were other boats surrounding us. There were so many other capable soldiers and ministers. You could have told one of them to dive in. But why did you, the king himself, dive into the water to rescue your son? With your throne and this and that and everything. Why? Because he's so dear to you. He's your own son. Likewise for Krishna, his devotees are his very heart and life. For Krishna, his devotees are so dear that he takes it upon himself to personally come and protect them when they are being tortured by the evil mongers. Akbar was so pleased with this answer and he rewards Birbal very wonderfully for this. So this is Krishna's special mercy for his devotees. Krishna says, I am impartial, I am equal to everybody. Samoham sarva bhuteshu. But he says, but to my devotees, I take extra special care of them. So he is impartially partial. So very beautiful shloka. We are still not completely finished discussing all these important aspects. Let's come back in the next video and dive a little bit more deeper. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.